Temperature affects everything from the medicines we take to the food we eat, yet most of us never think about how it's measured. In this episode of Consumer Times, we explore why accurate temperature measurement is the invisible foundation of India's quality infrastructure and what happens when it goes wrong. From pharmaceutical storage to industrial manufacturing, from food safety to climate science, temperature measurement impacts every aspect of our daily lives. Discover why investing in temperature metrology isn't just about science, it's about protecting consumers, ensuring product quality, and building trust in the marketplace. Welcome back to Consumer Times. I am Dr. Arun Kumar, your host, where we uncover the systems and standards that protect consumers like you every single day. Today, we're talking about something so fundamental that it touches nearly every product you use, yet it's almost completely invisible. We're talking about temperature measurement, and why getting it right is absolutely crucial to maintaining the quality infrastructure of our nation. Now, you might be wondering, why should I care about temperature measurement? It sounds technical, maybe even boring. But stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see temperature measurement everywhere you look, and you'll understand why it matters to your health, your safety, and your wallet. Let's start with a simple question. When you check the temperature on your thermometer at home and it reads 38 degrees Celsius, how do you know it's actually 38 degrees? How do you know your thermometer is telling you the truth? The answer lies in something called metrology, the science of measurement, and more specifically, temperature metrology. This is the backbone of quality infrastructure, ensuring that when a measurement says something is a certain temperature, that measurement is accurate, reliable, and traceable to international standards. Think about the cold chain for vaccines. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we all learned how critical temperature control is for vaccine efficacy. Some vaccines needed to be stored at -70 degrees Celsius. Just a few degrees warmer, and millions of doses could become useless. The difference between an effective vaccine and a wasted one often comes down to accurate temperature measurement and monitoring. Without precise temperature instruments calibrated to national and international standards, we simply cannot trust that our vaccines, our medicines, our biological products are being stored correctly. Lives literally depend on getting temperature measurement right. But it's not just about vaccines. Temperature measurement is everywhere in our consumer lives. When you buy fresh milk, processed foods, or frozen products, temperature control throughout the supply chain determines whether that product reaches you safely or becomes a health hazard. Food safety regulations require specific temperature ranges for storage and transportation. If the thermometers and temperature sensors in refrigerated trucks, cold storage facilities, and retail display cases aren't accurate, contaminated food could end up on your plate without anyone knowing there was ever a problem. The same principle applies to manufacturing. Whether it's steel, pharmaceuticals, electronics, or textiles, most industrial processes are temperature dependent. A pharmaceutical company manufacturing tablets needs to maintain precise temperatures during production to ensure the active ingredients remain stable and effective. An electronics manufacturer needs exact temperature control during soldering and assembly to prevent defects. If the temperature sensors in these facilities aren't properly calibrated, the entire production line could be churning out substandard products. And who ultimately pays the price? The consumer does, either through product failures, safety issues, or having to buy replacements. Here's where quality infrastructure comes into the picture. Quality infrastructure consists of the institutions, standards, and services needed to ensure products meet required specifications. At its foundation is metrology, the national metrology institutes that maintain measurement standards. In India, the National Physical Laboratory and other designated institutes maintain temperature standards that are traceable to international definitions. These standards cascade down through calibration laboratories to industrial facilities, hospitals, food chains, and eventually to the devices we use in our daily lives. This traceability chain is what gives us confidence in measurements. When a hospital's thermometer is calibrated, it's compared against a reference standard, which itself has been calibrated against a higher level standard, all the way up to the national standard. Break any link in this chain, and measurement accuracy suffers. The consequences ripple outward, affecting product quality, safety, and ultimately consumer trust. Unfortunately, temperature measurement often doesn't get the attention it deserves until something goes wrong. We've seen scandals involving temperature-sensitive medicines that were improperly stored, leading to questions about their effectiveness. We've witnessed food safety incidents where temperature control failures allowed bacterial growth. We've heard about manufacturing defects traced back to temperature monitoring issues. Each of these situations represents a failure in quality infrastructure, and each one erodes consumer confidence. So what needs to happen to ensure accurate temperature measurement across our nation? First, we need continued investment in national metrology institutes. These organizations need modern equipment, trained personnel, and resources to maintain standards that match international best practices. Without strong national standards, everything downstream suffers. Second, we need more accredited calibration laboratories spread across the country. Currently, many smaller businesses and facilities struggle to access quality calibration services because they're geographically distant from major metros. Expanding the network of accredited labs makes it easier and more affordable for organizations to maintain their temperature measuring equipment properly. Third, we need awareness and education. Many businesses, especially small and medium enterprises, don't fully understand the importance of regular calibration and temperature monitoring. They see it as an unnecessary expense rather than an essential investment in quality. Regulatory bodies, industry associations, and consumer advocacy groups need to work together to change this mindset. Fourth, we need stronger enforcement of existing regulations. Many sectors already have temperature control requirements, but compliance and enforcement can be inconsistent. Regular audits, surprise inspections, and meaningful penalties for violations would go a long way toward ensuring that temperature measurement is taken seriously. Finally, we need to embrace technology. Modern temperature sensors, data loggers, and IoT devices can provide continuous monitoring and instant alerts when temperatures drift out of acceptable ranges. Blockchain and digital record keeping can create tamper-proof temperature logs throughout supply chains. These technologies exist, they're becoming more affordable, and they should be adopted more widely. As consumers, we have a role to play too. We should demand transparency about temperature control in the products we buy. We should support businesses that invest in proper quality infrastructure. We should hold companies accountable when temperature control failures lead to safety issues. And we should advocate for stronger standards and better enforcement. Temperature measurement might seem like a minor technical detail, but it's actually a cornerstone of consumer protection. It ensures the food you eat is safe, the medicines you take are effective, and the products you buy meet quality standards. Accurate temperature measurement, backed by robust quality infrastructure, is what transforms promises on labels into reality in your hands. So the next time you reach for that bottle of medicine, that carton of milk, or that packaged food item, remember that accurate temperature measurement helped bring it to you safely. And remember that maintaining and improving our nation's temperature measurement infrastructure isn't just about science and standards. It's about protecting you, the consumer.